I'll be very honest with you. I don't know Kitley's status, and to be honest with you, that's where my mind is. So, um, but what I can tell you, it was hard fought game, tremendous atmosphere for women's basketball. I'm so proud of that. Um, but beyond that, I'll be very honest. My mind is somewhere else. So I'll try to answer any questions, but
Start back with Anthony.
Danny, when Georgia got hurt earlier this year, the team talked about rallying around her. How did you feel like they responded tonight after?
I thought they did a good job. They played with a lot of heart. They fought to the end. Proud of them for that, their resiliency. Um, so I'm proud of them for that.
Up front, Hank.
What did she hurt? I mean, was
I,
it
I, I don't.
concussion or ankle or
Who?
Liz? We couldn't tell from where we were.
Yeah, it's not a concussion. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to give you guys anything just because out of respect for her. But it's not a concussion. It's a lower extremities.
Sorry.
Obviously, you went over there when she fell. Did she say she landed?
I'm not going to be able to give you guys anything more than we're praying for her. My mind is there to try to give you guys some insight on where she is, what's going on. I know you guys got papers to write. I respect the hell out of that, but I respect her more, and I just don't know yet. So, well, honestly, we'll have to wait and see.
Bill Davis.
You guys came out the second half really strong, and it's went down. You feel like the air kind of just got sucked out of your sails a little bit?
The air got sucked out of my sail because it's just. Yeah, obviously she's everything to us, and she goes out, and you don't know. There's going to be concern. She's more than a player. She's more than 22 and 11 for us. So yeah.
Second row, Will.
Tillback's been a consistent bigger scorer nearly in the last dozen or so games. Only taking one shot tonight. What were they kind of?
I really I don't. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. We give credit to UVA. They played extremely hard. They're talented. I haven't followed them enough this year to know exactly what's going on with them, every game, but they're an NCAA caliber team, and obviously their record doesn't show that, but they're good. They're very good, So I have to watch film to see what they did to Matilda or to anyone else.
Go back to Mark.
Obviously, Georgia kept you in that game, 39 points. What did you see that kind of enabled her to be so productive?
She's really good, and she had a different look. She put us on her back, and I know that moving screen that they called when she did hit a three. That was big, and it kind of changed momentum. I can't wait to see that play. But Georgia was terrific, and obviously when Liz went out, she had a different mindset, and she had a different look in her eye, and she was carrying us.
Hank, follow.
That was my question.
Go back to Anthony.
With the one seed live up, did you at all consider?
Yes, no, you cannot consider not playing your best players in a Commonwealth clash. This thing is just starting to get good. We went through a lot. We went through a period, with COVID, and then their rebuild. You saw the crowd today. It's like it might have killed me if I didn't play. Our kids. But we're not the NFL. We're not the NBA. Every game matters. Every game matters not only for our kids but for our fan bases and for women's basketball. And to be able to go out, play in that atmosphere, and the kids would have killed me if I didn't play them during that game. It's just unfortunate situations. You think about it, but they're not Kawhi Leonard. They're not load management. They're not those kind of kids. They want to play basketball. They get a small window to do this. So you can't look back and say what ifs. I could say Wish I had to call a timeout when she was on fast breaks. I hate when she's on fast break. You know, there's a lot of things you can go back and say, but
Let's go back to David.
11, 975, intended to mention that the greatest ever crowd for women's basketball game. You guys have sold out a lot of games in Castle. To see the growth of it in the state. It's not where your mind is right now, but what does it mean to you to see how well women's basketball is going?
a lot. Been a women's basketball fan for a long time. I switched over because I wanted to be a women's basketball coach. Not because I had to, because I wanted to. And ever since I've been fighting for respectability. Every one of the kids that I've coached has worked their asses off for me. And I watch the women's game get disrespected by people who have no idea how much work these kids put in. And for it finally to be recognized for what it should be, as a beautiful sport. Kids who work their asses off, kids who have so much pride in what they do, and then you get jerks sometimes on social media trying to downplay the women's game. Makes me angry. And I saw something the other day, and Carmelo Anthony was talking about the women's game, and he talked about it, and the women's game is its purest in its form because they play the right way. And when you got one of the greatest of all time to ever say that, it makes fools on Twitter look silly when they want to talk about the women's game in a negative light. Both of these teams played their butts off. Both fan bases came and cheered their butts off. It was a high-level game. Trust me, man, I see some men's games that are not fun to watch. So don't give me that crap. And so for people to come out, I don't know whatever number you said, you know, we played in front of, I think, 5 or 6 sellout crowds. We played in front of sellout crowds on the road. It means the sport is going in the right way. And I would appreciate it if people recognize it in the right way, because it's a beautiful sport. And these kids, it matters to them. So to be able to go out and play in front of that crowd, it means that the game is going in the right direction.
Thank you very much, Coach.